In January, I underwent major abdominal surgery in London, and at the time, it was thought that my condition was non-cancerous. The surgery was successful. However, tests after the operation found cancer had been present. My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment.
Let's get to that breaking news today from Kensington Palace. We've learned Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, has been diagnosed with cancer. She spoke in this recorded message earlier today about her treatment and diagnosis. She did not reveal what type of cancer she has. She thanked the public for their support and requested space and privacy as she undergoes treatment.
So joining us now to talk more about this is Dr. Shikha Jain, a medical oncologist with UI Health. Dr. Jain, thanks for joining us. Now, we were told originally, as you heard, she was having major abdominal surgery for a non-cancerous condition. Later, the cancer was detected. Obviously, it's hard to speculate, but as an oncologist, walk us through the process of what something like this might be and how this leads to a cancer diagnosis.
Absolutely, Sylvia. So first, I want to say my thoughts and my heart is with the royal family, because I know this is a very difficult thing to navigate, even in private, and now they're doing it on such a public stage. So oftentimes what can happen in a case like this, someone would go in for a routine surgery to remove a cyst or something that looks benign, maybe a polyp or a fibroid that looks like it's a benign non-cancerous lesion or a benign non-cancerous growth. When it's removed and it's sent to the pathologist, they can review the cells, and sometimes the cells come back as cancerous. And that's what it sounds like may have happened in this situation. A routine surgery turned into something where the pathologist realized there were actually cancerous cells in whatever they removed.
And Dr. Jain, we heard her in her message there saying she's undergoing what is called preventative chemotherapy. What exactly does that entail?
So sometimes with certain cancers, when it's found at an early stage, you can undergo what's called adjuvant chemotherapy or receiving chemotherapy after the surgery. Oftentimes in those situations, this cancer has been caught early enough where there's no big pieces of cancer, no big cancer cells remaining, but there may be microscopic cancer cells. And so the chemotherapy or any type of systemic therapy is utilized to try to kill off any microscopic cancer cells that may be left behind, that may not be naked, may not be visible to the naked eye.
So Kate had said that it's been difficult because she had to fully recover from her original surgery before she could even begin her cancer treatment. Once that cancer is detected, how critical is the timing to start that chemotherapy treatment?
So depending on the type of cancer and how aggressive it is, sometimes you can wait 4 to 6 weeks to start chemotherapy. Sometimes it's sooner, sometimes it's a little bit longer. It really depends on the type of surgery, how quickly you heal. Wound healing is very important when you have a surgery and then you have to receive chemotherapy. So a lot of it is dependent on the type of cancer, how quickly you recover from surgery, and what type of chemotherapy you will be receiving.
Yeah, and in that message as well, she ended up by saying she's feeling healthy, and to all those who might be going through something similar, to not give up hope. As someone who works with cancer patients, how important is that message?
It's incredibly important, and I really applaud her for putting that message out there and for talking about support for other people navigating a cancer diagnosis. I tell all of my patients that you need to keep on to hope, and you need to keep, if you pray, keep your family close. It's really important to have the mental health of the patient and of the family really at the forefront. So keeping hope alive is really important as you go through these types of treatments, and making sure you have a good support system as you navigate.
Dr. Jain, as always, we thank you for joining us and breaking this down for us. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.